I knew that a lot of casinos stopped doing buffets during the pandemic, and a lot of them decided not to bring them back after the pandemic. I had no idea it was this few left.
Yeah.
I mean, 8 on the Strip.
This is Las Vegas Real Estate Now with local real estate expert Harvey Blankfeld.
So,
is there any reason given why?
Well, part of it, there is. The buffet at Luxor is closing at the end of the month, and this is written by David Danzas at the RJ. The buffet at Luxor is closing at the end of the month, according to MGM Resorts International, the property's parent company. The last day of operations will be March 30th. They didn't tell you. They didn't comment directly on why. But once Luxor's buffet is shuttered, there will be 8 buffets inside casinos on the Strip. MGM operated casinos are home of half of those, so they have 4. MGM properties still have buffets.
What, are they going to put slot machines in their place?
Absolutely.
Yeah, why not? I mean, but they go on to say, coming out of the pandemic, many casinos elected to eliminate buffets altogether as a matter of public health.
Oh, okay.
And of changing consumer behaviors. Casino executives have long acknowledged that buffets are quote-unquote lost leaders.
Right.
They've gotten rid of all the lost leaders.
The buffets were the last ones. There's no more lost leaders.
There's no more.
You don't see a lot of young people in the buffet line, do you?
No.
You used to.
Yeah.
I mean, so certain times of the year you get the spring breakers, you get all those young 20-year-old people coming into town.
Yeah.
Now I think the problem is that everything's so expensive that what's the point? I mean, you can just go to a buffet for $10. Now
it's $37.50.
Yeah. So it's a regular meal. It's competing with a regular meal at some other restaurants now.
Indeed.
So,
and wouldn't you rather have the meal just prepared fresh for you as opposed to sitting at a steam table for a couple hours? That's the other thing. For me, that was my thing. Is that I have a background in the restaurant business, and I understand the nature of a buffet. You can only put certain types of foods out there because they're not going. Certain type of foods will not hold up well on a steam table. They just don't. But some things do, and there's certain things are great. You get the shrimp cocktail, you get the crab legs, you get all that. That kind of stuff. You get a nice prime rib. These things are wonderful, and they can hold up in a buffet. But I think younger people are a little more health conscious now. Also,
that's also
I
true
think
too.
that's part of it. Is that they're not they're concerned about what they're putting inside themselves. They're not like I was growing up. Just fuel me, man. Just give me some stuff.
Right.
To throw in my mouth.
I don't know if they're concerned what they're putting inside them. I think it's the quantity of what they're cooking.
That's another thing too.
Right? Like they might sit down and order a worse meal at a restaurant than I'm eating at a buffet, but just mentally, I'm not going to eat 55 muffins if I sit down and order. I'm never going to order that, right?
I remember the Vegas Vacation movie when he was. I have some more of the green, please.
Yeah.
And then the blue.
Yeah.
Get some of the blue.
Right. So I mean, but in general, I think the article hits on we're getting rid of lost leaders.
Well, that's the thing.
Nobody wants to lose anymore.
Yeah. It used to be casinos had to do things to draw people in. They would have the 99-cent shrimp cocktail. They would do all these varieties of things, and the shows would be free, and you could just come and be entertained. And as long as you were playing, they loved it, and it was great. Well, now there's really no elements of the casino that are quote-unquote lost leaders. They're making profit every center. I know, as my experience in the restaurant business, I came out here with the MGM as a vendor on property. We had pizzerias, and we paid a significant amount of rent to the MGM. Believe me, it was not a lost leader for them at all. And it's an important part of what they do now. Now, market could change. I mean, they may find they have to go back to that to a certain extent.
Right.
And they may find buffets are usely
I wonder if I could put a bet down on that. I doubt it.
Ooh.
You could find somebody offshore, maybe. Well, I think the other thing, real quick on this too, Harvey, is the fact that they're okay now not having people in the building.
Yeah.
Right? Before, if you didn't have people in the building, you didn't make any money.
Yeah.
They can go some weekends with not full capacity, and they're still making money because everything else is so expensive.
Right.